Tickety up, step in time. Tickety up, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Tickety up, step in time.
Child, please a step in time. Parenthood's the same.
Never miss a chance to get it right. Woo! Don't you see my blooming crime? Don't you see my shine? When the steps are going as smoothly as they might. That's how we step in time. That's how we step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. That's how we step in time.
Good evening, I'm Michael Sterling and welcome to BroadwayWorld TV. We're coming to you from the Pasadena Playhouse in Pasadena, California, one of the great historic venues that we have in our fair city. And tonight, it is being transformed into an event called One Starry Night in benefit of ALS, a very important cause to be involved with. So we're here to speak to many of the celebrities who are lending their time on stage to be a part of this evening. So promise us two things: that you'll come back and see us after I sign off here, and that you will support ALS. Because what you're going to learn from the celebrities that are coming through and the people that have been affected by it that they know is one thing, but you need to make it a point on your part to find out more about a disease that could very easily affect you too, me too, everybody we know. It's that important. All right? Don't go away. We'll be right back. Michael Sterling, BroadwayWorld TV.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm so glad you're coming around on this side of the
Yeah.
camera because this suit does not need to be behind the lens. How are you? Nice
Man,
to
I'm
see
a lucky
you.
guy tonight. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
First of all, thank you for supporting such an amazing cause. I know you have a connection to this.
Yes, a very.
So will you
very
tell our
deep
audience about
connection to
this?
it. Oh, sure. About 9 months ago, my friend and publicist for almost 20 years, Nancy Ryder, was diagnosed.
Yes,
And
Nancy.
yes, and the first place that she turned to and we looked to learn about the disease was the ALS Association. And they've been there for her. And one of the groups that they support is the Cedars-Sinai multidisciplinary group, and they take care of my girl every day. You know, they're there for her with any questions she might have and questions that we might have. I'm very grateful. So it wasn't hard to put on a pair of shoes for this one.
And you're giving out a very special award this evening?
Yes, that's right, to celebrate that group because they've been
Fantastic.
given the Award of Excellence, and they're just an outstanding group, and they're being recognized for it tonight, and I'm thrilled to be part of that.
Well, we thank you on behalf of many people who support this disease and want to see it come to an end. So thank you for your good work. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for being here tonight.
My pleasure. Tell our viewers here about the importance of this evening.
Well, this evening is about raising money and awareness in the fight of ALS. So the money that's raised here tonight goes toward the search for an effective treatment or cure for this disease.
Can you give us a few statistics that people, a lot of people don't know about this disease, and they certainly don't know it by its former name or its secondary name, the Lou Gehrig disease.
Yeah.
But it's important that people know about the symptoms either, because they can come along and you not even realize that you have something.
That's right. People don't realize that with Lou Gehrig's disease, over a fairly quick period, typically 2 to 5 years, a person loses the ability to move, to speak, to swallow, and eventually to breathe. And there's really no known cause for ALS, although veterans get ALS twice as often as civilians, and adults can have a 1 in 400 lifetime risk of getting diagnosed with ALS. So it's a disease that all of us need to be concerned about, and the awareness this year with the Ice Bucket Challenge and with the Theory of Everything has really helped put ALS in the spotlight so that we can increase awareness and raise money for a disease that has no effective treatment or cure.
I think this event this evening, if I'm not wrong, is acknowledging the theory of everything.
That's right. The Theory of Everything is winning our Spotlight Award, which is an award we give to those who go to extraordinary lengths to increase awareness of ALS and shine a white-hot spotlight on the disease. And certainly the Theory of Everything in telling the Hawking story family is a deserving winner.
Thank you so much for talking to our audience and giving us some information about the disease and for this amazing event. I hope you raise buckets of money tonight.
Thank you very much.
This man needs no introduction. He's one of the great actors in our business and perhaps of all time. Ed Asner, how are you, sir?
Get out of here.
I'm being serious.
Well, you're really flying to the moon on that one.
It's a pretty important night, obviously. That's why you're here, ALS. Has it affected anyone that you know personally?
No. There's someone I knew, but distantly. So I haven't had anyone close suffer from it, and I thank God.
Tonight, the objective is to raise a lot of money.
Yeah.
As much money as possible.
I think we got a good start here.
I think so too. Thanks to people like you coming out for this, we appreciate it so much. Jason Ritter, ladies and gentlemen, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well.
Yes?
Yeah.
You look great.
Thank you very much.
Kind of an exciting evening, right?
Yeah.
One Starry Night, and there's so many of you.
There are so
There
many.
are.
Yeah, there really are. It's very overwhelming.
So, of course, you know him from his work in Girls and Parenthood.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
Right now, I'm going to go to New York and do a play out there at the Atlantic Theater Company, and I have a little show on Comedy Central called Another Period coming out. I don't know why I said little. It's a show. I don't want to, diminish it.
Downplay it.
Yeah. But it was really fun, and yeah, I'm still working on my cartoon Gravity Falls.
Fantastic. Good. So let's talk about why we're here this
really
evening.
here, yeah.
And what are you doing in relation to the event this evening? Are you giving an award out?
I am presenting. I'm just presenting. I was too scared to do any singing and dancing, but it's important to be
They
here.
try to get you to do some singing and dancing?
There was a teeny little bit. They didn't do too much pressure, but they were like, "Are you sure?" And it's true. If you're brave, then you get to reap the benefits of it. But I was too scared.
I love coming to events like this because I run into people like this. Kate Linder, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, as always.
Thank you.
So are you excited to be here tonight to help in this
am.
process of raising money for this much-needed...
I'm thrilled to be part of this. I was part of this last year, and this show is even bigger and better. And people are just going to be blown away. And I'm celebrity spokesperson for the ALS Association, so I know all about this horrific disease because you are trapped in your own body. Your mind works perfectly well, but nothing else works. And my brother-in-law Scott had it, so I know all about it. And it just went beyond him for me. I'm here for the long haul. I'm here until we find a cure, and we will, because there's one out there. We just haven't found it yet.
What a thrill to be standing next to the great Petula Clark. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm delighted to be here. Yes, for this very special occasion, but it's just lovely being back in California.
Yes,
Yeah.
a very important occasion too,
Yes,
as we've
very.
been finding out, speaking to all of our celebrity friends that are helping this evening by contributing their time. And I understand you're going to be singing.
Yes, that's what I do.
Yes. We're so happy about that. I have a little story to tell you. You and I worked together, actually. I used to represent a group called Friends, who opened for you.
Oh, I love them.
Yes,
I
the
love
Waldorf
those boys.
Astoria is where we actually first met, and when you did that engagement there.
Yes, it was such fun. I had never done anything like that. I usually just go out there on my own,
Yes.
But having the boys around me and choreography and costume changes, it was a totally different thing, and I loved it.
Well, I am still in touch with all of them.
Are you?
Yes, with the exception of Steve Merritt, unfortunately, the
No,
choreographer.
I know, and I
But,
adored
yes,
Steve.
he
I
was
adored
a
him.
fine man.
Yes, he was. He was a dear friend.
Yes, indeed. So let's just talk about the evening's focus here. Has this affected anyone that you know, this particular disease?
Not really. No, not personally. No.
Well,
I'm
let's
lucky
hope
to
it
say.
doesn't. Let's hope it doesn't,
Yes.
because of, as I said, people such as yourselves, everyone that's here tonight, with the interest at heart of raising money to
Exactly.
make it known, first of all, because not a lot of people know about the disease.
It's very true, and there are so many great causes and we all do what we can for the different causes and cancer and AIDS, etc. But this one you don't hear much about, and that's why I was really so happy I was able to make it. It was difficult for me to make it, I'll be frank with you. It was a tricky one for me to get here, but I'm here and I'm so pleased.
Bless you for that, and we thank you for being a part of this evening, and thank you for talking to Broadway World TV.
It's good to see you again after all these years.
Thank you. It's a little reunion.
It's a long time ago.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown.
Thank you for being a part of this. It's such an important evening. Has it affected anybody that you know?
Not personally, but what I realize is that, I mean, I've always known it as Lou Gehrig's disease, and I know the devastation of that disease and taking a lot of lives or putting people in peril. But I thought throughout time, since that time, that we've progressed. I mean, it just kind of was in my mind that we've progressed with cancer and some other diseases, that we have done that, and it could be either, if not curable, at least treatable. And not knowing much about it until really the challenge this past year, which got a lot of attention. And we found out that they raised more money than they've ever have in the years that they've had the organization. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. And it's a disease that kind of sneaks up on you and you can have it for a while and not even know that you have it until you really start grabbing onto the symptoms. And you should read about this, folks. It's a life taker, and that's what we need to stop. So.
Yeah, well, a past girlfriend had something very similar. She had multiple sclerosis, and the effects of that, and knowing that they're very similar, I kind of know what people go through and the devastation. So, and unfortunately, we lost her a few years ago. But we live on in her memory, and hopefully, I honor her tonight with this being here.
Good. I think so. We're excited to see you.
Thank you.
Are you doing something special in particular on stage you can talk about?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm doing a song from a show called Pickwick that was back in 1963 in the West End, and it's called If I Rule the World.
If I rule the world, every man would be as free as a bird, and there'd be happiness that we all have heard. Take my word, if I rule the world.
Of course, one of the great singers of all time. What a pleasure to see you here at this event.
Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here.
You look beautiful.
As do you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Sure.
So, what brings you here other than the cause? Of course, you have a special connection to this?
There are people in my life who have gone through this, not immediate family, but friends of friends. And that's part of the platform of being a media person, a celebrity and an artist, is that you get a chance to share your talents when people say, would you please help out? And the answer is yes, and it's my privilege to do that.
Well, it takes people like you to accelerate the awareness of this disease and bring it to the forefront, and for us to be able to collect a lot of much needed dollars to a disease that we are all discovering is not very well known. So.
Right, but a focus on the cure, that's the deal.
Exactly.
That's where the energy has to be focused on the cure.
Absolutely. Now, what will you be singing, I hope?
I will be singing
Yes?
Through the Eyes of Love, yes. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So it's lovely, beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, beautiful, written by my two friends, Marvin Hamlish and Carol Sager. Yeah.
And can we see what's upcoming? For
I
you?
just released my 20th album called You Gotta Love the Life.
Only 20?
It's out now, yes. You can find it on iTunes and Barnes & Noble and Amazon and Target. And I'm on tour, and it's thrilling.
Go see her.
Yeah.
You're on tour.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you the best of luck with the
Thank you,
album
sweetie.
and the tour. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
All right.
Now I can take my time. I can see my life as it comes up shining, reaching out to touch you. I can feel so much since I found you. I found you looking through the eyes of love.
This is the man himself. This is the man who has put together this evening on the stage. Director Bruce Kimmel. Bruce.
Hi, Michael Sterling.
You're here for the second year.
Second year with you on the red carpet.
Bigger and better this year.
Bigger and better. I mean, can you believe it? Petula Clark and
I've
Melissa
talked to
Manchester.
Them all. It's been amazing,
Yeah.
and they're so gracious, and they're so excited to be here and raise money for this amazing
cause.
Disappointing disease, but it is certainly one that is coming to the forefront through efforts like this.
Oh yeah.
This is the other most important person involved with this event because it's kind of her baby, right?
It is.
You thought of this and you put this on the stage. Juliana Hansen.
Yes, Michael, my producing partner Jonathan White and I came up with this idea about 2 years ago.
Yes.
And last year was the first year for One Starry Night, and this year it has blown up.
I know.
It's better than we ever dreamed it could be.
Which is so awesome
It
and
is.
so well deserved.
Thank you so
You
much.
put so much time and attention to this.
Well, it's such an important, worthy cause. People living with this disease deserve as much attention and financial support as possible. We really wanted the entertainment community to get behind this and rally behind it as a cause.
They certainly have.
They have.
If she looks familiar to you, it's because she's one of our great actresses on television and the Broadway stage, and in Las Vegas currently co-starring in Mr. Wynn's Showstoppers at the Wynn Hotel.
It's
So,
very exciting.
Yeah?
Yeah, 31-piece orchestra.
Wow.
36 performers.
Wow.
All Broadway. It's heaven. It's
Our
really
friend David Burnham is your
David
co-star.
Burnham, yes, and Randall Keith, and Lindsay Roginski, and Andrew Ragone, and Nicole Kaplan, and it's all Broadway. It's golden age of Broadway. It's heaven. It really is.
Thank you for stopping by
Oh,
Broadway
my
World
pleasure.
TV.
Yay.
She's one of my favorite singers.
Thank you.
Over the rainbow, way up high, there is a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade.
You know him from Scandal, of course, ladies and gentlemen. George Newbern. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You look pretty sharp.
Thank you. I don't know. It's barely what I threw together from my closet. It's not much, but yeah.
Let's move up here just a
sure,
little bit. You are going to be on stage with Ed Asner, who we just spoke to.
Right.
And tell us about what you are doing on stage.
Well, first of all, he's an incorrigible old man. I just want to get that out of the way. No. We're doing a scene from Tuesdays with Maury about Professor Maury Schwartz and his journey with ALS. So it's a kind of an amalgamated scene about his and Mitch Albom's relationship.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Has this particular disease affected anyone that you know
It
personally?
has, and I didn't know anybody until literally 3 years ago. A very good friend and a person I worked for in the voiceover community, Robert Dion, had it out of the blue, and we just watched him over 3 years, and he passed, I think 5 months ago.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Very sad.
But that's what it does.
It was amazing. It's all, I mean, I never even heard of the disease before and now there's a lot of awareness for it.
Another great singer here in the Los Angeles community, Jenna Lee Rosen. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Broadway World TV.
Thank you.
You look stunning.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
She's only 16 years old. Can you believe it? Wow. And you just got a big award, didn't you?
Yes.
What is that? Tell us about it.
That was, I won Best Soloist at a big vocal competition in Beverly Hills. Yeah.
Good.
It's an honor to be here tonight. I'm very excited, and I dedicate my performance to a friend of ours who passed away from ALS about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but
How grateful we all are that you're doing that.
yes, my performance is dedicated to her tonight. So.
Oh, my goodness. And this is a young lady with a very special talent. You'll see her on Broadway in short order, believe me. She's amazing.
Thank you.
What do you have coming up locally?
Locally, well, I just performed with Patti LuPone in her Coulda, Shoulda,
Just
Woulda.
performed with Patti
in her Coulda,
LuPone.
Shoulda, Woulda show at the Annenberg in Beverly Hills. So that was very fun. And I'm just finishing up school, and I have this, and I have my TV show, Sophia the First. We just got renewed for season 4, so that's very exciting. Yeah, so lots of stuff. Yeah, thank you.
for stopping
Thank you,
by Broadway World
Michael.
TV.
Of course. Mwah.
Climb every mountain, search high and low,
One Starry Night from Broadway to Hollywood was a special event in benefit of the ALS Association's Golden West chapter, which encompasses the states of California and Hawaii. The evening raised nearly $200,000 for research, care services, and outreach programs. For more information as to how you too can become involved, please visit alsagoldenwest.org or call 800-750-2572.